Hello and welcome to Not Your Grandma's Opera. I'm Fallon Nunes. So today we're going to be doing a makeup look. For Halloween, actually, we're going to do a sugar skull video. I have Nicolas Vasquez-Gerst.
Hello.
He's going to be doing my makeup just like he did last time, except this time we're going to do a look.
We will insert a picture right here of what I did last year for Halloween.
Yeah.
Which was like a super simplified sugar skull.
It was literally like my boyfriend called me and was like, you want to go get dinner for Halloween and like walk around? And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, I don't have a costume or anything. And then he just did this. So it was really...
I literally painted it on in like, probably like 15 minutes.
Probably half an hour.
Probably
it was still just like...
For really like 45 minutes if we're being real.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
So here we go.
So we have a new primer.
Always use primer.
There you go. And we are using the e.l.f. We usually use the e.l.f. Poreless.
This is a new one I'm trying.
Primer. We're using the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer this time. And now, we are going to use the Wet n Wild Paint Pot Painters? Fantasy Makers. I'm going to use a beauty sponge just to get it over as much surface area as possible.
I bought some.
I didn't think about it.
You didn't.
It's working.
All you have to do is tell me to buy it and I'll buy it.
I'm not putting any on her eyes because, tuck in your lips, because I'm going to be putting down black around that part. Wet n Wild, the same thing in black.
I look like a ghost.
And now you sound like a ghost.
I know. We used to have this Halloween decoration that would go.
I think everyone in the 90s had that.
Stupid decoration, right?
Yeah. Now I'm going in. I kind of went over the whole thing with the sponge. Ma'am. And did a lot of like swiping. But now I'm going in and I'm patting. Just because it'll help layer this better. And like I said, I'm kind of not going in her actual eye area. Just because we're going to put some black down there. But before I was swiping just to get like a full, like just to get it everywhere. And now I'm going in with the same thing, but I'm patting now. Just so that it lays it down in a more like consistent layer. Because definitely when you're swiping, some places it'll stay down, some places it will pick the makeup back up. But if you do like a patting motion, it'll help. Also, if you're doing brushes, I actually learned this from watching Glam and Gore try to do Made You Look's face painting. And Glam and Gore does like SFX. And so Mikey does like SFX. And then Made You Look or Lex does face painting. And so it was Glam and Gore trying to do face paint, like really intricate face paint. And they were saying, so if you have like a synthetic brush, doing this and doing it in like X motions. So this is not like a proper brush, but if you do it in like X motions, it'll help layer the paint better. But we don't have that, so this is what we're doing. And I'm just going over with a couple layers. I'm not going for like full birthday clown realness where it's like so opaque white. Now we're getting into the black. And now I want you to close your eye.
Just one.
Tilt your head back.
Just one eye.
Now look. You look like a panda.
Oh my god, like that dog.
Panda.
Panda.
I'm going to tag that dog right here.
Panda.
Okay, now open your eyes.
Panda.
Look up.
And his new brother, Dallas.
Who also looks just like a panda.
Panda.
And I'm literally trying really hard not to get this black anywhere that I put white, because it's going to turn gray. We're going to use some face powder at all of this. And you want to use a lot, because this is basically, so this is definitely a higher quality makeup, but you definitely want to set this with a lot of powder. Okay, so I'm just pressing this big powder brush into here, and then just tapping. Well, put your head where I want it.
You hurt my neck.
When I say like heinous amounts, you'll see when I get to the black, I'm trying to powder. Lean your head back a little bit. There you go. I'm trying to powder all the white right now before I tap on the black. But getting this good and set will be great when you're trying to do anything on top of it. Now, I'm just going to take that same brush after getting some of the powder off. I'm just going to gently wipe against the areas to get any excess powder off. Just very. So we're going to black out her nose. We're going to do what we're just going to do. So she has a black nose now with a little point. All right.
There's a mouse in this house. There's a mouse in this house.
I'm going to do a little bit of contouring with this contour brush. In this Morphe palette. It's Morphe 350 palette. It has a lot of warm tones, but there's lots of like neutral browns in here. And I'm kind of just going to do this L shape in them. So going for the hollow cheek look. And I'm going to contour the jaw. Contour in the temples a little bit more harshly than I usually would. Like actually getting some color in there. Because I'm going to brush out your eyebrows.
Oh, look, she's in the video.
Oh, Diamond!
Diamond, turn around,
Diamond.
baby. What are you sniffing?
Oh, hi. I'm going to brush out your eyebrows just because there's quite a bit of white powder in them. No. So try not to touch her face. I'm just going through her eyebrow with a little... Sorry, hair. I'm going to draw... I feel like I'm at the dentist. I'm going to draw a little flower on her chin. So, look at the... Yeah, so she'll have a little flower. I'm basically using this right now. Do you have a sharpener for this?
Yeah, it's not removed.
Okay.
Somewhere.
So, I'm going to say this before I go. So, I'm using this, it's basically an eyeliner.
It's a Wet n Wild, I think.
It's a Wet n Wild, it is.
Yeah.
Wet n Wild is coming in today. So this
I
is
like
the
their eyeliners.
Wet n Wild Color Icon in black. It's a brow and eyeliner, but it's also really good right now, as you can see, her chin. So you're going to have that. It's really good for getting the details. I'm going to paint a spider web on her forehead next. And then I will also, at the end, probably use this, and I'm going to do, like, little skeleton teeth, because she will be wearing a lip. Now I'm going to do a spider web, and the fastest way I'm going to do this is by starting the spider web in the center of the forehead, where it's going to finish, and then going out. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm taking that all the way into your... Look at the camera. Spider web. And even right now, I'll also do her little mouth corners. So now she has all of her basic shapes on there. We're gonna go in, and in a lot of Sugar Skull makeups, they're like, basically it makes your eye look like a flower, like there's little petals all around. So I'm going to do that around all the black. So if she looks at the camera now, this eye got all these bumps. As you can see them? You can see them. Good. I'm going to go to this eye. Lots of lines, lots of lines. I'm going to go in with the KVD Beauty glitter gel for face and body in Tesoro Gold. I've used this a lot on Fallon. And now, just gonna go in and fill out these little areas with gold. So if you look at the brush, you see how that it's kind of gray? That's because the brush picked up some of the black eyeshadow and some of the black eyeliner that I used to outline. So I'm just going in and wiping off the brush so it's completely clean of any product before I do the next eye. This side is a little bit more difficult, but it's okay. And the great thing about this face makeup is that it'll dry and won't move. I got 2 gold eyes, and I'm gonna wipe it off before I do her flower petals. And then I think what I'm gonna do at the end, and last year this is how I made dots on Fallon's face. I took the end of the brush, dipped it in the gold, and then kind of just stamped. I think I'm gonna stamp at all the little intersections of the spider web. Look at the camera. Now she's got a gold chin.
I have no lips.
And so I'm gonna take the same gold and the end of the brush, and we're gonna add little. I'm gonna mix it up because it's kind of just all to the side right now. And do little dots of gold and all the little spiderweb intersections. The last things to do on her makeup are her lips, but I am going to take, this is Vampira by KVD Beauty.
There's the lip brush too.
No, but I'm not going to use the lip brush because you're going to use them on your lips, so what I'm going to do is to take some out of the tube, and with a brush, which I love this color, and also just really tilt your head back, I'm going to fill in. I'm going to fill in the circle in her chin, and I'm tapping just to get it on there.
You have gold on your forehead.
Oh, I do? Fun. I'm just tapping it on, filled in her chin with her lip color so that it ties it in and it's not just this random thing. I'm gonna line her lips. And her mouth is closed right now, which is fine, because I'm basically taking it out to meet with the skeleton marking. I need to be careful though, because usually I'll use Fallon's chin to balance off of, but her chin is covered in lip color right now. That wouldn't be the best thing. I'm going to fill in gently with this lip brush. Just get all this excess color out onto the lips. Did a gentle cupid's bow, just following her lips.
There we go.
Cool?
Okay, I will be back with the final look.
Yeah!
So this is the final look. I've got my little flower crown. I'm wearing a black dress. And yeah, so fun sugar skull makeup and lights. Kind of easy. You don't really have to buy a costume for Halloween look. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe.